don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me, we eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk inside the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the New York Jets. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Bell, of course, three-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 45 on second down, Darnold is going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
$11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
You're outside. Mike, 44 is Mike. Check. Watch the slant. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Darnold looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Catanzaro's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Foles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now Foles, almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Leonard Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
It's 3rd and 10.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Foles. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Keelan Cole, the intended target. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd.
This is caught inside the 15. That one good for 37 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jachai Polite in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, exit.
Here's Foles. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Jets.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Darnold on first down. Out right here to Herndon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 36-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Watch the whip. Check 3.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Anunwa's got it, complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
47, Mike 47. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Watch the man 80. Check.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Back to throw here. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. Touchdown, Jaguars! James O'Shaughnessy his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And it's 17-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. In the first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
On second and very short, Darnold got an open man. It's a noon one. 15 yards on the play, first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike Fofo, you ain't doing nothing today. You ain't.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He's going to air one out for Anderson, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. So from the 36 now, first and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on second down. Foles letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On second down now, it's Bell. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here we go, D. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. Hey, shoot. Spoke to Mike. Mike spoke to
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he's got a noon one. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Mike, 44. Hey, kill.
On first down, Bell. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Oh, here we go, lady.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And an alley to run. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
44, Mike, 44.
Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, here's Bell. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Easy.
Now on 2nd and 13. Foles trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20.
From the 22, Foles. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jachai Polite able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Throwing on second down. Darnold flushed out right. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
A first down throw, Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, let go.
Second down and 10, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now it's Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Delaney. 44, Mike, 44. Delaney.
From the 27, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot. Helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now Foles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. Throwing again on second down. Foles. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Ja'Kai Polite giving him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Foles. And that is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Slam.
A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
47. Check, 47. Red 80. Man, I got
From the 35 on second down, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Watch the ship. Hey, alert 3.
On first down, Darnold. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And his throw is incomplete. Quincy Enunwa with the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Montgomery. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Out left to Anderson. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
First down, Jets.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Crowder's got it over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
At the 28-yard line.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check.
Now Darnold. Flush to his right. Hooking up over the middle with Herndon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. Let's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodge 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Following the field goal on is Locke Edwards to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Jenkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same.